The professor here. Today we look in on the genius clockmeister as he solves yet another horological conundrum.
Why, thank you, Professor. What have we got for today? All right, so we got our mainspring in for the strike side. Took a week and a half. This is what it looks like when it comes in, all rolled up. Now we have to take it we have to open it up because we got to clean it. Comes with some kind of grease or nothing on it, and I still got to grease this thing, so I got to take it apart. It will fly apart. It will fly apart on you. So you might want to have a glove. Let's see if I got a glove here somewhere. See if I can get this apart. Gotta watch your eyes. We'll get her apart. You got to be careful with these, but you also can't be afraid of them. You got to be in charge. Just like that. So you got to just be in charge. Take control. All right. Got it. I got it loosened off. This is what the spring looks like. And this is what she looks like. Not a very big spring. So I got to clean that. Give it a little sanding maybe. And that will go back into this barrel. And then I gotta take this one out and clean it as well. So that's the goal today, get those two things done. I'm using this product called Keystone Mainspring Lubricant Medium, a superior lubricant for all mainsprings. So that's what we're going to put on it right now. Alright, so my plan is to stretch it out like this and just put some oil on it, grease on it. What was that? Bag. Gotta get it underneath both sides. This is how I pull it. Just like that. I think that's got her. No dry spots. We'll do the other one too. There it is. 21 spring. The new spring is in. And we're good to go with that one. So what I'll do now is I'll take up and show you how I take the old one out of the other barrel, clean it and put it back in. I'll show you this process. Okay, here we are with the time side one. That is the old one. Hopefully it's not brittle like the other one and I end up having to buy a new one. And we're sitting here in front of our machine. Got to get the cover off. That's how you get the cover off. I don't know if you saw that or not, but okay, where are we? Okay, I put it on here. Tighten this up. I should have a glove here. I don't know what you do. My gloves. Just to hold this, sometimes you gotta. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten it up. Put this little holder in there. I actually don't need that glove on, I need this glove on to protect my hands from these ridges. Okay, am I going the wrong way? Could be going the wrong way here. I'm going the wrong way. Make sure it doesn't come out. And what I want to do, I want to get that thing that hooks onto up at the top, so I know where everything is. Alright, so it's still not small enough. That should be small enough. Is this going to be right? Okay, see, now we have the thing out of the barrel, but we're going to get it out of this sleeve now. So we'll use a little hook here, just like this. We'll shove this right in here like that. So now I'm going to tighten this up, remove this barrel. I think. Oops. I think I gotta go the other way. I always get confused which way I gotta turn. Okay, that can happen. Sometimes you don't want to hold. Sometimes you gotta hold it in place. Okay. There's our spring, and it is brittle. Look at the color of it. Alright, so we're going to loosen it off now. Try to keep it together here. Now I want you to notice something. Compared to the new spring we bought, which is wide open, look how set this one is. It's pretty set, so it'll still work if we grease it up good. So I'm going to go down and grease this now. So that's what I'm going to do now. Go down and grease it. That's all there is to getting it out. Okay. I went down and sanded this one. I sanded it first, wiped it off, then I greased it. That's kind of what I like to do on these older ones. Now what I gotta do is get it back into this sleeve so I can put it back into the barrel. Okay, so the way this works is it goes, which way does it go now? I always got to think about these. It hooks that way. And the barrel goes this way. Let me just check that out. It goes that way. Right on, right on. Okay. We're not confused. Now you want to make sure you get this stuff right before you commit. Okay, we want to go the other way because we want to hook on one of these. And we want to put our end stock on so it doesn't fly all over the place, just to control it. Like that. All right, now we're going to tighten her up. You got to keep these things fairly lined up. This piece of metal, this hook lined up with the spring, so it doesn't move all over the place. Some of the juice will come out now, but there is a trick to putting this on. You got to leave a little room. You can't put it in all the way, or you won't get the spring to sit down into the bottom of the barrel. So you got to leave a little room here, so that when you put it in, it seats at the bottom of the barrel. And then you got this sleeve, this part here, you have to leave some room. But you don't need a lot of room. You just need a bit. That should do it. Right about there. Oh, I hate freaking this thing though. Changing directions on this is fairly difficult. And if you do it wrong, you can always do it over, right? All right, so we got as quick as that, we got the spring back in the sleeve. And now what we want to do is put it in the barrel. So where I might need a glove. This nice little pair of leather gloves for this job. So I got a little bit more sticking out here than I really wanted. Just means I got to bend more of it when I get it started. To get it started. It'll all come together. I'll show it to you. I'll show you in a second. Now you gotta get Buddy here straightened out so he comes through the bottom. Alright. Kind of like that. So what I'm doing is I'm hooking it onto the hook. But I gotta get my metal piece through. Okay, that's backwards. That is backwards. Uh-oh, I think I'm in backwards. Goes this way. I may have screwed up. Yeah, I screwed up. I think. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I might have screwed up. It gets confusing when these things go all kinds of different ways. No, I don't want it. I want to tighten. Yeah, it's not going to work this way either. No, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, we got things wrong. Okay. Now this is where you start to get in trouble with this machine, right? I gotta get this back out. I got something wrong here. It goes this way. I gotta see how I can tighten this up and do this over. It's gotta hook this way. Okay, I gotta get. I want this off here for a second. I did something wrong and I gotta figure it out. Damn, I hate this thing. That'll wrap you on the knuckles. Alright, what did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong? Alright. I got this thing in backwards, is what I got. This does not go like that. This goes like this. Right? Okay. So this is supposed to go like that. So that means it's going to go that way. It's going to come toward me. Toward me. To hook. Which would be this way. Okay. You're watching me make the mistakes that I make all the time at this machine. So if you've got one, don't be surprised if you get things wrong. Because every type of barrel has different ways of going together. Different ways of turning. Different clocks. Different ways. Okay, so we got to tighten, right? Okay, I'm knocking everything over on the floor here. We're not hooking. What's going on here? We're going the wrong way. Helps to go the right way. Helps if you go the right way. Oh, come on. See, it gets all squirrely. You gotta line this up so it doesn't come out of joint. Remember what I said, I gotta leave a little room here, and I just gotta do that. Switch my thing over. Make sure I got it right where I want it. Okay, so far so good. Now, well, we're going to take it off. We're going to take it off the machine here. I'm going to put it in the barrel. This time I think I got it right. This time I think I got it turned the right way. Get this sucker through. See, that comes through like that, I hope. And then you turn it till the hooks. Once he's hooked, you're good. You're golden. Then you don't need that thing anymore. Now we tighten. Make that loosen. Now that's loosen. Alright, tighten it up. We get this out the way. And you can just let it slide in your hand. You could wind it down, but I always just let it slide in my hand and I watch the I watch it so that the spring doesn't fly out. Alright. So you gotta make sure you got this back in there. Put the barrel cover on. Make sure the 20 is out. Snap that in place, which I'll have to do downstairs. And we are good. You just witnessed how to use the mainspring winder, the Ollie mainspring winder. Alright, we gotta get this barrel cover on. I usually tap it on like this piece of wood. Most people don't like doing it this way. I don't know. Everybody has their own way of doing it. That's all you got to do. Maybe give it a little pinch. This. Just to make sure it's in place. You got to make sure it's in place. Because the last thing you want is that to fall apart. Alright, my friends. We have both mainsprings done and back in the barrels. Time side, strike side. I believe we did it correctly, but we'll know when we go to put it in the cloth. There's what they look like. That's all I'm going to do for today. I got all these parts to put the cloth back together, and I have this repair of the broken cam wheel to repair. So we're going to show that too.